They're not going away soon enough. The headlines breaking in the administration's 50 running scandals. Bush. Number 3, rape of the environment gate. Mr. Bush's last-minute efforts to pillage nature, now so bad that even the president's co-conspirators in this are backing slowly away from them. Just last week, the Undersecretary at Agriculture said a sweetheart deal to let the Plum Creek Timber Company develop vacation homes inside U.S. parkland was full steam ahead. The company, Plum Creek, has now, quote, decided not to go forward with the scheme that would have allowed it to build tracts of houses within the mountain forests of Montana. Number 2, that's all you got, Gate? Fred Barnes of Fixed News and the Weekly Standard, writing that he had a private lunch with Mr. Bush on Friday and asked him what he felt his biggest domestic policy accomplishment had been in office. Barnes writes, quote, topping his list was his unsuccessful drive in 2005 to reform Social Security. Bush said his effort showed it's politically safe to campaign on changing Social Security and then actually seek to change it. That should make you shudder. Mr. Bush's greatest domestic accomplishment, that he tried to privatize Social Security. Setting aside for a moment the fact Mr. Bush seems not to have noticed that he failed. With the collapse of the housing, mortgage, banking, and auto industries and Wall Street, what would have happened to all those privatized Social Security accounts if he had succeeded? And number 1, farewell to the Chief Gate. At Fort Myers in Virginia today, Mr. Bush got the presidential military send-off with some laughs, some tears, and some lies.
The decisions I made as your commander-in-chief have not always been popular. But the cause you have served has always been just and right. The missions you have carried out have always been necessary. And this morning I want all of you and your families to hear your commander-in-chief loud and clear. We appreciate you, we love you, and we honor your service.
But not enough to not lie the country into a war which you guys had to fight. As to the laughs, messages from the frontline soldiers were read to the president, including this bit of Army satire.
Sir, nice to see that our president is still quick on his feet after 8 years in office. Next time, pick up the shoe and throw it back.
Or you know what? Next time you could do what Vice President Cheney would do and just reenact the logic used in going into Iraq in the first place. Use the thrown shoe as an excuse to invade Iran.